Hey y'all, it is Chris with Rockin Farm, and it is a beautiful morning to be alive in Central Texas. It is cool, it is crisp, and the animals are all coming out to greet me. Who could ask for anything more? So this past weekend, we actually had an opportunity to go visit with someone who has become a new friend, and this new friend is going to help us move into venturing further into homesteading and further into livestock husbandry. We're really excited about it. I'm headed out to the barn real quick because I want to show you a few things in there, and then I'm going to show you some footage of our visit with our new friends. Say good morning, chickens. So I am out here in the barn, and we've been working really hard. And when I say we, I pretty much mean my son Jose, my labor here on the farm. We worked really hard. He worked really hard to get this this particular stall cleared out. So just because we're in kind of a transition and because we wanted to do some other projects, the barn just became our place that we threw everything. But we were able to better organize it to where this stall is now empty. This stall has a nice big gate on it, and it has the paneling all the way around with the wire fencing. And what's really cool about this stall is that there is a door that goes out to the back side of the barn where there's a very nice paddock, which I'll show you in a minute. And there's also this door which goes out to the lean-to covering on the outside of my barn. So I'm going to show you that in a second too. Good morning, snoring pig. Alrighty, so here's the back side of that, that inside there is the stall that we were just in. Here's the gate that swings out into this little area. And what this little area is it's underneath the barn lean-to covered area that I've been working on. For right now, what I've done is we've started digging some post holes, so that I can come in and put some posts in here, and then I can run boards like this across those posts, which will make this section right here its own outdoor stall. And the outdoor stall has a gate that goes out that way as well. So basically, livestock will be able to be indoors where it's warm, where it's covered. They'll be able to be outside in an area where they are definitely outside, but it's covered eventually. We're not going to worry about covering it right away. And then by setting up some electric wiring out here, I'll be able to divide this into a long paddock that goes that way, a long paddock that goes back that way once I get all my junk cleaned up, and by using this back door on the barn that I showed you, great big paddock that goes out this way as well. I know what y'all are thinking. Y'all are thinking, Big Papa C? I know that's what y'all call me, is Big Papa C. Y'all are thinking, Big Papa C, will you get to the point? What kind of livestock? Well, check it out. Now, as adorable as the pigs are, I think the best part of this was probably the education we received.
All our feeders.
Okay.
All of these are all girls. See, some of them are too tall, some of them are too narrow. Most of them have not acceptable noses.
The main thing that the main reason I do it is when you add minerals and nutritional yeast, brewer's yeast to their food, And if you simply pour it on top, lots of times it'll just fall into the ground.
Yeah.
And they won't end up eating it. But when I soak it, it soaks into the food itself when they get it.
Are the minerals powdered or are they pellets too?
It's powdered.
Okay. So even if they are eaten, you come back and there's a bunch left in the bottom of the bowl anyhow,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And they're not. It's not like they're gonna go lick them up because they don't necessarily taste good.
Yeah.
But I have definitely noticed that once they have the minerals, they don't take off the pastures as much.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier this year, we were suddenly having a lot of trouble, and that's when we started top dressing.
Yeah.
And within about 2 months, I was seeing so much less rooting.
Now the IPPs, they're a nice marbled meat, right? Almost like looking at a beef steak.
Right. Yeah, they do marble very well. But you gotta let them, you could feed them, you could just cram them full of feed and get them ready at 6 months.
Yeah.
But then it's not marbled, it's a lot of fat on the outside.
Most of these are the girls that weren't good enough for breeding. Because when we get a batch, we'll sell off the breeding stock. Anything we can sell as breeding stock. Any guys that either on quality to sell as breeding stock or there just wasn't enough customers for them, we'll castrate them and sell them as feeders. And then this is basically all the cull girls.
Do y'all wait until they're weaned to put them up for sale, or are like all those already sold?
Well, we get a waiting list a long time in advance for people that are interested, and then we just contact the people on our list to
And then
we'll
maybe
let them know you have
maybe
some.
they want them still, maybe they don't.
Okay.
Sometimes things change. And so out of those, probably half of them or a little more are sold.
Okay. So that's it, y'all. That is the Sullivan family. That is 8th Time Family Farm, and that is the amazing and beautiful Idaho pasture pig stock that they have on hand. We're really excited to be doing some business with them, and we're gonna have pigs on this farm really soon, y'all. So like I said, I'm excited about my new setup because eventually, once my orchard starts growing upwards, we're gonna have pigs out in the orchard. And they are going to add fertility to the orchard, and they are going to eat fallen fruit, and they are going to graze on grass, and we're going to rotate them through, and it's going to be a really cool setup. But we're not hindered from getting feeder pigs onto the farm now to start learning how to raise pigs before we get into breeding pigs ourselves. I'm really excited about this breed. I'm really excited about the opportunity to get into the genetic part of the breed and be part of the building of the genetics and the improvement of the breed. I'm also really excited about the fact that now that I've got this set up, when we do get to the breeding phase, I can have pigs out on pasture and I can have farrowing going on here in the barn with these little subdivided paddocks and stalls. So we're finally doing it, y'all. We are pushing in the direction of getting pigs on this farm sooner than later. The only reason that I didn't bring some home the other day is because I just decided to be more responsible. Really excited about it. Thanks again to Melinda and the entire family. Y'all are amazing, wonderful people. I can't wait to continue our relationship. And for everybody else out there, until I see y'all again, just be happy and live healthy.